Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody. And over the next couple of days, we're going to have a little look at bunker play. Now, much as I'd love to have a nice big sandy bunker in the garden and a green to hit to, clearly that's not possible. But if you're a bit like me, you've overindulged on eggs of the chocolate type. I hope at the end of this little demonstration, you'll get a picture in your mind how using an egg of a different type could help improve your bunker play. So I've brought along with you a couple of props here. Quite simply, frying pan and a spatula. And what I want you to try and picture is your spatula is the golf club and the egg of the fried egg is your golf ball, with the white of the egg that would sit in the pan being the point in which the club needs to start to go into the sand, and the yellow of the egg is the golf ball itself, where the spatula has to slide underneath the egg without breaking it. Now when we actually do that, we can see that this frying pan has a side to it, and it's quite a good angle, this pan, to give us a picture of the angle that the club needs to come into the sand at to try and help us get that ball out of the bunker. Now clearly, when we have the spatula and we're trying to get the egg out of the bunker here, the last thing we'd be doing is coming at it from this sort of angle, because all that does is jam hard into the base of the pan. Nor would we be coming at it from this angle, because that just hits the side of the pan. There's just a natural angle for that spatula to come in, slide under the white of the egg, and as it's sliding under, it starts to flatten out a little bit as it lifts the egg out and onto your plate. That is what we're looking for when we play a bunker shot. We're looking for a downward blow, not too severe, and certainly not on an upward path, but we're looking for a gentle angle that comes in, so the front edge of the club comes into the sand at about the distance behind a natural white of a yolk of an egg, which is probably going to be a couple of inches behind where the ball would be. It comes in, it slides underneath the egg, or the club goes now underneath the golf ball and lifts it out onto the green. And a picture I quite like to give people, clearly you wouldn't do this in reality, but the follow through is so important when we're playing bunker shots. And so what I do is I try and get people to picture that club coming in over the rim of the pan like so, sliding out so that you've now got the sand and the ball on the spatula. Now take it and throw it down the kitchen. That's your follow through to get that ball out onto the green. So how does that translate when we actually have a golf shot in our hand? Okay, so I haven't got the sand, but I've got some soil from the garden. And so what we've got here is this same scenario. So here's the club now coming into the ball. It's coming at an angle that goes over the rim of the pan and starts to go into the sand, as I said, about 2 inches behind the ball. And you can notice there how the club is below the level of the ball. That is so important. We've got, wherever we are in the bunker, the club has to get below the level of the ball. So we're now coming down underneath the ball. The club is now moving probably on a nice gentle flat arc across the ball, and it moves upwards as it lifts the ball out of the bunker. So coming at it from this angle, it's coming down over the rim of the pan, coming into the bottom of the ball, behind the ball, and then lifting the ball out of the bunker. Now you've heard the expression bounce probably on television, and the bounce is a very important thing. That is actually the angle between the back of the club and the front of the club, and it does exactly what it's saying. As it comes into the ball, the club helps bounce through the sand so it doesn't dig all the way into the sand, and helps get the ball out of the bunker. So how does that translate in actual golf swing? Well, here we are here. I've got the ball sitting here, and I've got two clubs, one being the line that I'd like the ball to go on, and the other how I'm going to stand. So when we play a bunker shot in the more traditional sense, we stand with our body slightly more to the left of target, so that's referred to as open. So I've got my shoulders, my hips, my knees and my feet to the left of target here, and the target line is there, straight down the line of this box here. The ball position is forward in the stance, so the ball position is forward in the stance here because I want to catch the sand first. So having the ball forward helps me to get the sand first, slide the club underneath the ball, and then out onto the green. So I've got the ball forward, the face of the club is slightly open. Now, you don't need to open the club face wide open, just a little open. You've got plenty of loft on this club already to start with. So we've got it slightly open. That means it's pointing very slightly to the right of your target. You're pointing to the left of the target. Now all we're going to do is swing the golf club along the line of our body. So if you watch my left arm, it's parallel to that shaft, club there, and across this way. And we need a nice full swing. Get that spatula, get that club to slide underneath the ball. So we go here, out, up, and the ball pops out and up onto the green. Okay.